Hello, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Final Fantasy VI Brave New World RomHack. I cannot believe how many episodes we've gone through with this. This will be episode 12, I believe. Let's jump right in. Let's load this baby up. I have not done anything since the last recording session. I know I had said, maybe right into a battle. I know I had said, maybe I'll train Go up a little bit, but you know what? Forget that noise. I just want to keep pressing forward, front to back. I could rage. I could I can't do anything now because he's asleep. But as you saw there, the first time we've gotten into a battle with Ga, you can actually, on the Veld, leap with Ga. You can't do that anywhere else. But rage, that sets Ga into, like, auto-attack, berserk mode. What do we got here? Ooh! Ouch. Oh, Cyan's upset too. They're all upset. This guy is raging everybody. We're going to rage against this machine. Conjurer, you're going down. Boom. He's like, I'm going to get my one last revenge attack before I go out. I think not, friend. I think not. Is Ga still sleeping? He is not. And I love that vault music. So this story progression chain here with Sabin, Cyan, and Ga, it is like the longest little subsection area. I'm not going to leap. Let's just use the soldier. The soldier's just like a punch, it seems. I assume that the soldier has a couple different attacks. Doesn't matter, because like I had mentioned before, I don't think I'm going to use Ga a ton in this Let's Play. Maybe. Maybe I'll surprise myself. Oh, do I go left or right here? Let's go... No, I gotta go around the other way. Got to go around the other way. So, we've got this cave here. And, you can't actually make this progression chain happen without getting Ga, because Ga is required. The game has a little check to make sure you actually pick him up. Because you might be thinking, I can't just leave him on the Veld, come back for him later. The answer is no. You cannot. So let's go into this cave. These weapons butt on the floor, which, you know, I mean, that's what I'd do if I was in a cave. These guys are like, what is this guy doing? And they're like, Cyan, I think Ga's shiny thing is here somewhere. So Ga, where might this shiny treasure be? Where might it be? Whoa! Ga, forget. Should we look around? We have little choice. Now, I have been reading some of your comments, and I will not be using the, this bridge is out. I'll not be using all of the different voices for a little bit here. Just to see if you like that better, because, I guess my impersonations are not that good, and you know what? I'm not surprised. This be thy treasure, so Ga? Treasure, yes. This is just a glass ball. Well, doesn't that just beat all? Looks like this should fit right over your head. What's this device truly let all three of us breathe underwater? Only one way to find out, I guess. So they've got this underwater technology. Let's go. Lost to time. And again, as you can see, I'm not controlling him to walk him down. If you come to this area without Ga, you don't get the treasure. And once you get the treasure, the game does not actually give you an option to turn around and leave. By the way, I'm sorry I skipped that. I was actually not even focused. No shit. Hopefully you read it quick enough before I just jumped forward. So how's everybody doing? For me, it has been a very, very good couple of days here. A little bit of bad, a lot of good. A lot of good. So, Ga's all chicken shit of the water. Let's go! How all three of them fit one scuba helmet thing over them. And not only that, but they don't all have it on their head because those two jumped in beforehand. Anyway, don't think about it too much. It's just a game. Don't think about it too much. So here you got some nice, what's this, Mode 7 graphics going on here. You can actually pick, if I remember right, which way you go. I'm going to constantly be slamming on my left button. I'm not sure if it matters which direction you go. You get some amoebas. Now, you would have a lot more rage choices if you had spent some time with Ga on the Veld, having him leap into enemy units, and then kill the enemy units, bring them back. Yada, yada, yada. To be honest, Ga, when I first played through the game, was my favorite character. I actually named him after myself. I remember this, which is ridiculous. I renamed some characters, and some of them I didn't. Like, I kept Cyan, I kept Sabin, I kept Edgar. Terra, I renamed. And Gaw, I renamed. And I renamed Terra to my sister's name. And I renamed Gaw to my name. I was a kid! And I'm just, I didn't really have, like, the whole internet alias thing. And, I hadn't really given a lot of thought with how, that'll mess up looking up stuff in guides. Alas, the times are different now, and I will not make that mistake again. All that being said, let's go left. Like I had mentioned before, I'm going to keep going left. I don't really know if it matters. Not really sure if it matters. I assume you get to the same spot either way. The question, I guess, is whether or not you loop around, or if certain areas take longer. Oh, Cyan just became imped. I believe that's the first time we've seen the imp status effect, which I believe just lowers your attack. And maybe... Oh, I messed up the blitz input? Are you kidding me? That's very unfortunate. And now Sabin has been frozen. And I also think it makes it so you can't use any specials. We're in trouble here. We're not looking good, and there's no way to heal outside of battle until you stop with the automated scrolling area. So we might have just made ourselves we might have just gotten ourselves in a very bad position. Poof. We'll find out here soon enough if we're going to be in trouble. If we get another random battle, we might be. Yep, another random battle. Well, Sabin's now G to G. Let's heal up Gaw a little bit. And let's try to use this Fire Rush again. Do you have any green cherries? Green cherry, by the way, the item you use to cure... Looks like I do not. The item you would use to cure being imped. Instead, I'm just going to use a remedy. Which is probably a better idea, because he's poisoned and imped, so using a green cherry would have only helped with his imp stat, and not his poison stat. So there you go. And it didn't matter anyway, Sabin took them all out. It did not mess up the blitz input this time. Sabin also gained a level. I read in your glorious comments from multiple people that I am way over-leveled for this. Which, I'm surprised. 13 is way over-leveled? Really? I guess I'm going to keep going left, so I'm going left this time. Just like we did last time. Always left. Keep your hand along the dungeon wall and walk in a path where you never take your hand off the wall, and eventually you'll find your way out. Which has nothing to do with this scenario at all. But just thought you should know. I guess I did not kill that amoeba, so let's go ahead and just unleash the Gaw hate train here. Oh, and I didn't get that remedy off. Oh, well, he's dead anyway. I guess I didn't realize that. I used the remedy, but that action never took place because Sabin killed everybody in the last battle. A lot of random battles under this area, isn't there? So let's go ahead and try the remedy again, and we're going to have it be our first action. Then we can fire dance! You can fire dance if you want to! You can leave your friends behind! Not gonna do any more of that. Not gonna do any more of that. At least not for now. So as I mentioned earlier, things are going very well in my personal non-gaming related life, which is great news. I got the job in Taipei. I'm not sure if I told anybody that in the last set of videos I recorded. Got the job, put in my letter of resignation at my current work, where I am a medical claims technician. And I clearly must have picked all the wrong places, because I thought there were some caves under there where you could heal up. And I made it all the way to the city with no caves. So, in the future, if you do that underwater thing, always go right, I guess. Never go left. Straight left. So that's actually, I'm in this new town. I believe I can go and buy stuff, and I'm also going to sleep at the inn. Nikhil. I'm not sure. No one can reach this town without a boat. That's not true, bro. I got here. I didn't get on a boat. Get out of my way, you child. Little kid like me doing business, sad, ain't it? Is any pity in your heart? Buy something before you leave. Ooh, them feels. Them feels. So I have very little money, which is a damn shame. Dragoon Seal can be used by only Edgar. So I don't need to buy another one of those. The White Cape, what's this buddy do? Imp, Mutant Sleep, I might want some of that. Shell on low HP and Safe on low HP, I don't need those. Berserk and Muddle. Dark and Poison. I'm probably going to want some of that stuff, but to be honest with you, I'm not going to pick anything up from the Relic Shop yet. Let's go check out the Armor Shop here. Don't. Oh, actually, Locke could use one of these guys. But I think Locke might be rocking 2 weapons. Cyan could use this buddy, the Iron Helmet. And Silk Robe could be used by Terra. It's equivalent to what she has, but I don't really know exactly what that means because so many armors now, because this is a hack, impact so many other stats. I'm gonna buy 2 of those. And how about 1 of those? Or 2? Yeah, 2 of those. And 1 of these guys. There we go. Probably didn't need to do that. That being said, I did anyway. That lowers his evade, so I don't want it. Nothing for him. I guess Cyan's got the 2-handed sword. This is going to greatly lower his evade, but it's going to... Actually, greatly. It's going to lower it by 10. But it's going to raise his defense by a ton. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give him those. I kind of want his evade to go up. So I am going to give him this. There you go. Done and done. Now let's go over here to the weapon shop. And the weapon shop, I could use another Spirit Claw. Or one of these. What's this? Randomly counterattacks. I will take that. Thank you kindly. I need more money. I need more money. I am so freaking broke right now. So let's go to Cyan. Let's put on that new weapon. We just got him. Look at that battle power. Huge improvement. Wow. Much improved. Very wow. Let's go to a little... Oh, no, not what I want to do. There you go. I'm gonna arrange that shit. So we fill in all the holes in our equipment area here. And let's go to Relics on God, because I don't believe I gave him anything. And sure enough, I'm not wrong. I gave him nothing. So there we go. Now that he can already randomly counter, let's give him this, and let's give Sabin the black belt randomly counter, because... Yeah, let's give him that. Because the weapon I gave Cyan automatically has random encounter. I'm not sure if, like, having them both at the same time would give me a greater chance of it. Not a freaking clue. Let's go to the inn. Let's take a rest. 150G. Well, I'm glad I saved the money for that. Didn't realize it'd be so dang expensive. So, as I was saying, I got the job in Taiwan. I'll be leaving, and by the way, if you're watching this, like, not right when it pops up, which, just so you guys know, the majority of viewers that watch my videos watch them in the first day or 2 after they're uploaded. So if you're one of the people that came and saw this series and is watching it back to back to back, weeks or months after it's been made, first off, thank you so much for taking the time to watch a series that's not currently in work. I appreciate that. I love getting the comments, even though your comments aren't going to be able to affect the decisions I'm going to make, because if you're not giving me comments as I'm recording, give me comments 2 or 3 months later, obviously it's not going to impact my recording. That being said, I still will go back and be reading all the old comments too. All the new comments on old videos. So thank you so much. Let's hop aboard the ship. Oh, wrong answer. Hop aboard. Here we go. Let's rock off. Now, this might be the end of the Sabin story, which would be pretty good. Because that means that all my crew will be back together. What do we got here? Narsh is but a stone's throw away. You're not wrong, Cyan. I hope the others arrive safely. Surely they did. Worry not. God hope so too. So, anyway, I've got the job in Taipei. I'll be leaving January 19th, 2014. Leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. The 3 groups have reached Narsh, and a great battle is about to take place. Spoilers! Game. Spoilers! A big battle is indeed about to take place. So here we go. We've got the Terra group with Bannon. I understand most of it, but are you telling us to spill blood? To go to war? That isn't what we're saying, isn't it? Indeed it is. Bannon! But we are encouraging bloodshed, Arvis. Emperor Gestal has begun moving to acquire Magitech power. That frozen Esper is one of his goals. The increased use of Magitech power will lead to a global catastrophe, the likes of which hasn't ever been seen. It shouldn't be hasn't ever, it should be has never, I would think. That sounds a little better. I think both are okay, grammatically. This one sounds better, at least to my ears. The War of the Magi. The legendary conflict that set mankind back 1,000 years and nearly destroyed the world. Can this really be happening? Will people never learn? Will people never learn? Will people ever learn? Won't people ever learn? Edgar! Oh, look at my buddy Sabs! Yo, bro! Sabin, you're alright! Nod. Who's this with you? I am Cyan, retainer to the King of Doma. Gaga! The people of Doma were wiped out by the Empire down to the last child. Poisoned by that fiend Kefka. That's inhuman! Elder, this is what the Empire is capable of. But that was only because Doma was collaborating with the Returners. If we maintain our neutrality, not even the Empire would take such measures. Don't be so naive. It's Locke and Celeste! Locke! The Empire is poised to attack Narsh as we speak. What? Locke, where did you hear that? Celeste here. She's a former Empire general. I mean... It is her. I thought I had seen her face before. Sagar, step aside! The notorious Emperor Celeste, who torched Miranda. Stand and meet thy judgment, dog of the Empire! Wait! Celeste has joined the Returners! She's fighting with us now! Be that as it may, she still must atone! I promised I'd protect her. I will not back out of my word. Are you still stuck on that, Locke? Why does everything have to be about that? Why can't Locke just be a good guy? Not because of this tainted past, but just because he's a man who keeps his word. I like to think I have never broken my word. Of course I have. I would like to think that I do my best to keep it, though. Locke is an inspiration. I was also an Imperial soldier. What? The Empire is evil, but not all of its citizens are. Remind you of any other country that's hated around the world for the inhuman things that the country does, but the people are just trying to get by? That's right, I'm talking about Canada. It'll be alright, Cyan. The Empire is coming! The Empire is coming! Shit, son, I guess you don't have to make a decision. But you don't have to decide whether or not you're gonna join Narsh. The Empire's gonna decide for you. I don't care what happens, just get me that Esper. Lord Kefka, what about the civilians? What about them? Kill them all! But sir, Narsh is still neutral. Idiot! Read my lips! Mercy is for the weak. Kill all who dare oppose us! Now march! Sorry if I'm getting a little loud. I'm just liking to read it with a little bit of emotion. Hopefully you don't mind. I loved this part of the game, by the way. Very well. If blood is what they want, that's what they'll get. Let us make ready for war. They're after the Esper. We moved it to the cliff behind the mines. And that's where we'll make our stand. Locke has a complicated past. Don't mistake his defending you back there as affection from him. I appreciate your concern, but I'm a soldier. I'm not some love-starved twit. Cold as ice. Terra, who'd have thought we'd ever meet again like this? You could use magic too, right? But it's different from mine. I'm a Magitech knight, artificially infused with magic during infancy. Are you able to love? Huh? Are you mocking me? How odd that just before this conversation, Edgar was telling her that not to confuse Locke's, his chivalry with affection. And then Terra immediately asks about love. do not think for even a moment that I trust thee. Very well. Use your own eyes to determine which side I fight for. And Celeste is kind of supposed to be a badass, too, if you think about it. Because she's a Magitech Knight. Like, she's a high-ranking general. So, here you go. You've got Terra. At this point in the game, you can actually go through and change everybody's equipment. So that stuff that I bought, you might have been thinking, why the hell did he buy that stupid junk? He's never going to be able to swap it in. You're wrong, son. I can swap it in right now. So there's Terra. And what you can do is you can actually talk to each character and you swap out with them. So one at a time, you can go through and check everybody's equipment to make sure you're not going to be, using weak sauce scrub level equipment on these guys. That being said, I actually have a team that I like, and it's going to be Sabin for sure, Edgar for sure, Cyan, yeah, probably for sure, and then either Locke or Terra. And I'm not sure which of these two I want to use. But I'm going to go right ahead and give Locke the goggles. And I'm not going to use Locke. You know what? I'm not going to use Locke. Because in my original playthrough, I used Locke a ton. Because stealing was huge. But in this one, I don't think stealing is that important. Because so many of the great items that you could steal originally have been taken. So I'm going to go right ahead and... I'm going to use Celeste, though. I think I do not want to use Celeste. I'm going to take off her junk. Now, what you're supposed to do is use everybody. You're supposed to make, I believe it's 2 or 3 groups, and sortie yourself out and kind of protect Bannon. So let's go up here and save with Celeste here. And actually, when I went to the save spot, I see it switched me back over to Terra, which is very interesting. I didn't know it would do that. So let's go right ahead and save here. And I think we're going to go ahead and call it, right? I think we're going to call it. We've gotten Sabin and crew back to Narshe. Narshe is now in trouble. Make it double. We need to protect the Esper from devastation. And unite Narshe with the rebel nation. To denounce the... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it! So thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully you're enjoying the series so far. If I've made any huge critical errors, please let me know. I feed on your great, amazing contributions through the comments. So thank you so much for all that you've given me so far. And until next time, friends, when we have to defend this Esper, until then, take care and stay classy.